It's 1 a.m. and I can't leave you now. There is no recovering soon. Isn't it again a part of me removed that I could see repeated for you? I keep the moment outside you. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. When it's you and there's nobody else, all the love we were waiting to find, well, whatever found, it's only you and I know. I wouldn't trade it, I can't help myself.
Chris and I played in the scratch 2-ball tournament at Talbot probably 3 or 4 years ago. And well, we played like shit. And after that day in the round, we decided we were gonna go get shit-faced. So we went and got really drunk in Easton. Not too many stories I can tell about Chris that don't involve me as a serious instigating factor to the whole thing. And this is one of them. We got so drunk, I decided to try to be a speed bump on Washington Street outside the pub. And Chris, and I think this speaks merits to the kind of guy he is. He was able to pick me up. And I'm a petite guy for the most part, not a very big guy. But still, his strength was on display to pick me up out of the middle of Washington Street and put me in the front seat of his father's Lexus SUV. Jerry Wilcoxon, Chris's father, was nice enough to come pick us up from this shit show. And I sat in the front seat as Chris put me down in there, and I asked Jerry if Taco Bell was still open. Jerry was, I mean, I feel like this should be a thank you speech to Jerry and Sherry at this point, but Jerry was nice enough to take us through Taco Bell. We got Taco Bell that night, got home, proceeded to do our best WWE moves on each other in the front yard. And then once the neighbors called and said they're being too loud, Jerry reined us in and we got in bed. Not together. But all that is to say is that Chris is one of the closest friends you could ever ask for. He's a guy that you can tell anything to and he'll have the right answer. Whether it's a problem you've had during your day, whether you've had a bad day, whether your short game sucks, you can go talk to him about it and he'll fix it. And I love him for it. He's the best guy I know. That's it.
In the heart of every moment, there's a magic hour. The streams are ever flowing through the fields of wildflowers. Let the peaceful freedom draw you in. Let it draw you in to the light where long lost love begins. Let love beckon you with open invitations, eagerly awaiting.
Jesse and Chris, I always say to all my girls as a funny joke right before they get married, it's actually like slightly serious. I'm like, you guys, it's not too late to change your mind. But with you guys, I couldn't even breathe those words because Chris, I love you so much. I'm so happy for you and Jesse. You guys are a freaking incredible couple. You both bring so much tears to my eyes and happiness, and I'm so happy and so excited for your life together. Congratulations. I love you so much.
Jess and Chris. So as everybody knows, Jess and Chris met on a dating app called Bumble. So when Jessie told me that she was going on a date with some guy she met on an app, my heart sank. So the next day, I called my sister and she answered, thank God. And I said, Jess, how was your first date? And she said, Mel, I'm in love. Not long after that, I got the chance to meet Chris, and I knew right away too that he was the one for Jess. Not only because I'm convinced 1000% that he reminds her of her other lifelong love, Matthew McConaughey, but because I know Jessie. I've been with her since 1991, and I know what it is to be loved by her, and I could see that for you.
Part of every moment, there's a magic hour.
Jessie, our friendship started inside a stroller. From Barbie dolls and dance classes, makeup, dyeing our hair, stealing each other's clothes and lying about it, college adventures, first jobs, wild and crazy ideas we come up with and call it Scarlet the Label. And now you're going to the altar.
Pressed against your eyelid, bodies dressed against the cold, taunted by the ghost of autumn. Solid blanket in the snow.
Never in a million years did I think that I would be standing in front of a man, a love that only exists in dreams or in thought. While many might have fallen in love with all the parts of you that are easy to see, I feel blessed beyond beliefs to know the bits of you that you only share with me. You are the most incredible human being I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, not just in the way you approach life, but in the way you approach our love. You wake up every day incredibly humbled by our day-to-day, knowing that what we have is far too great to waste a second on worry. You remind me to live with heart and never fail to make all those around you feel seen, even when they don't see it themselves. It's hard to not spend all day laughing with you, the good kind, where you take a step back and say, God, I haven't laughed like that in a while. And even when we're not saying anything at all, your love for me speaks volumes. You have shown me that love is shown through action, through gestures, through touch. These are only a fraction of the reasons why I feel so lucky today to be able to call you my husband. And to you, this I promise. I vow to love you through the Masters weekend, even when I don't have a shot at touching the remote. I promise to be a kick-ass mom to our kids, even though I already know you'll be the favorite. I promise to never stop dating you, knowing that even the greatest of loves takes true intention and work. I vow to be the best mom to Bogey, even when it comes time to put our own children first. I vow to be your high at your lows and your ground at your highs. And when all is said and done, I will love you until our last breath, knowing that this was the greatest love of my life. Thank you for making life beautiful, my love. I cannot wait until forever. I love you.
You're so much better at writing than I am. It's sad. Let me feel it all.
People are asking me, "Are you sad? Are you thinking you're losing your daughter?" Well, the answer is no. I'm gaining a son, which which we really love, and welcome to the family. We love you, right?
No star can shine like you.
To say I envision standing here today in the most beautiful location, surrounded by our friends, our family, about to become your husband, after a right swipe on Bumble, would be an extreme stretch. But to say that I'm the most fortunate man I've ever met on this planet because you chose me would not. You are the most authentic person I have ever known. You are constantly giving and never asking in return. My favorite part about you is that smile that's on your face right now. Never have I ever seen such pure beauty and joy. You truly are the light of my world. Well, as you've heard over the last few days, it's no secret that since I've met you, I'm a much better person. As my dad, Will, and the groom's will could all attest. I'm a much softer and kind man now, thanks to the love that you've shown me. What we have is truly rare. And through thick and thin, every day, we wake up committed to choosing each other in our movement. As we embark on this lifelong journey together, we will encounter the ups and the downs that life will inevitably throw our way. But we will encounter them as a single unit. And as I stand here today writing my heart to you, you will always have me by your side, both in this dimension and the next. I vow to always make you feel heard, to feel loved, to feel supported, and to be made feel safe. You are the missing piece of my heart the other half I never thought I would find. Over 31 years of trying to find you, I finally did. Crazy enough, I knew I loved you the day I met you. And I love you even more right now. You are my best friend, my lover, my heart, my soul, and my everything. Legitimately, you make me a whole person. You complete me. Now let's fucking do this. Together forever. No one can touch our love.
That was beautiful.
Jesse and Chris. Today you are surrounded by your friends and family, all of whom have gathered here to witness your marriage and to share in the joy of this very special occasion. As you join yourselves in marriage, there is a vast and unknown future that stretches out before you. The possibilities and potentials of your married life are great. And now it falls upon your shoulders the task of choosing your values and making real your dreams. Through your commitment to each other, may you grow and nurture a love that makes you both better people. A love that continues to give you great joy and also a passion for living, to face the responsibilities of life. You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed you have been making promises to each other and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks, all those sentences that began with "when we're married" and continued with "I will" and "you will" and "we will." Those late night talks that included someday or somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way to saying to one another, you know, all those things we've promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it. Every single word.
Above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds us together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. For as members of one body, you are called to love in peace and always be thankful. Let the message about Christ and all of its richness fill your lives. Teach and counsel each other with all the wisdom He gives. Sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God with thankful hearts. And whatever you do or say, do it as a representative of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks through Him, God the Father.
El amor no es sufrido, es benigno. El amor no tiene envidia. El amor no es jactancioso, no se envanece, no hace nada indebido, no busca lo suyo, no se irrita, no guarda rencor, no se goza de la injusticia, mas se goza de la verdad. Todo lo sufre, todo lo cree, todo lo espera, todo lo soporta.
Chris, do you accept Jessica to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to love her, to honor her, to care for her and protect her in good times and bad, through wealth and through poverty, sickness and in health? As a sign of this promise. You know something, Chris? This means also that you'll be doing the same for Boogie, right?
100%.
Okay. You may place the ring on her finger. That's okay. Jessica, do you accept Chris to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to love him, to honor him, to care for him and protect him in good times and bad, through wealth and through poverty, in sickness and in health?
I do.
You know, that means that Chris has to stay in check and be an excellent role model for Bobby. It is my joyful responsibility to officially acknowledge you as husband and wife. Chris, you gotta be a good boy. Now, you've waited for this. I can't make you wait any longer. You may now kiss your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the new Mr. and Mrs. Wilcoxon.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to beautiful DR. This is really special. And thank you. We have a lot to thank you for. I mean, traveling from a distance just to be with us, risking your lives with this COVID stuff is really appreciated. So on behalf of Margarita and I, on behalf of Chris' parents, Mr. Wilcoxon and his beautiful wife Sherry, Marianne and his beautiful husband, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Jessica, we love you. God bless you. All the blessing in the world. Make every single day of your lives a celebration of love. We love you. Have a party!
Thank you guys so much for coming. You guys took time from your families and your kids and your careers to be here. A lot of you took your PTO to make beautiful memories with Jess and Chris, so thank you. A special shout out to Jesse's Bride Squad, because these girls have truly climbed Mount Everest the last few weeks for Jesse with a smile on. And thank you guys, you've dedicated so much of your life to Jesse. You're the epitome of friendship. Crystal, are you crying already? You guys are the epitome of friendship for Jesse, and you're incredible, so thank you. Thank you guys for everything. I'm so blessed to be your maid of honor and share this beautiful wedding journey with you.
Really hard to put into words what Jesse and I feel is you've all made the sacrifice to be here. You took PTO, you left, I don't know what the hell. Your dogs, your cats, your families, your friends, your obligations, nothing for some people. To be out here with us tonight in this beautiful setting of the Dominican Republic. Bienvenido a la Casa de Campo, To my now family, Senor Gabriel Núñez, muchas gracias por todos. To my parents, my father for putting on the beautiful Tuesday dinner rehearsal dinner. my mother for that wonderful dance, and everyone's contribution this week. We just want to say from the bottom of our hearts that we are truly overwhelmed and blessed to have this much love in our life. We have such beautiful friends, and you know, my friends I've known since I was practically 5 years old, and the same for Jesse. And to be all here with us, celebrating our love, we've been looking at each other this entire time, being like, "Is this real?" Hence the walk-up song, "How you doing?" So, how you doing? Where's your mother? Without further ado, I'm gonna say thank you for coming this evening.
Thank you so much for everybody coming here to the beautiful Dominican Republic. I want to especially thank Chris and Jesse's parents, Margarita and Gabrielle, for everything. Marianne and Rad, and Jerry and Cherry. Without all of your love and support, none of this would be possible. I've known Chris since preschool, actually. With Aunt Liz at Manor Discovery, we became immediate best friends. So much so that our parents actually dubbed us Beavis and Butthead. Who was never settled. I remember in school the biggest fear for all of the teachers was to have us in the same grade. Same class, whatever, inseparable. At times, Chris can definitely be hard-headed and stubborn. There's no doubt about it. But he's definitely the most loyal and one of my best friends I've ever had in my entire life. And I could not replace him for anything in the world. And I'm truly blessed to call him my best friend. I don't know what I would do without him ever in my life. And we've been through everything together. The good times, the bad times, but the good definitely outweigh the bad. Chris has always been absolutely nothing but passionate with everything he's ever done in his life. And that's when I knew, when he met Jesse, that he definitely hit a hole-in-one. I remember the night after Chris and Jesse met, I talked to Chris, I'm like, "So Chris, how'd it go?" "Oh man, it went really good, you know, it's good, it was good. It was good." I'm like,